The Smith, a true story by Tony O'Keefe. It was such a lovely day that Maureen decided to tell David her big news. "Hey, guess who's moving in round the corner," she said. "Myra and Ian." Maureen's sister Myra was a large-jawed rabbit. She reminded David of a kangaroo with her powerful forearms. Myra and Ian didn't like anybody or anything, and that's how all the trouble started. At first, David and Maureen would go on cool trips and picnics with Ian and Myra to the distant fields. They had lots and lots of fun, bouncing and hopping about in the open air. Sometimes they would go to the secret stream and sip the cold water as it bubbled and bobbled along. Maureen and Myra would talk about girly things, and Ian would talk about what he would do with the black and homosexual animals that lived in the fields if he was king. One day, Ian was telling David all about some strange fella called Adolf Hitler. "I'm learning German," he said proudly. "Wow," said David, obviously impressed. "That is so cool." "And I like angry poetry. The angrier the better," said Ian. Yeah, so do I," replied David, trying to impress his older friend. And then Ian asked David if he wanted to know a secret, but David didn't know what a secret or a poem was. "Me and Myra are going to rob the squirrel's nut bank," said Ian. "I've got it all worked out. I've got a gun, and Myra's going to be the lookout." David thought Ian was pretty daring and crazy. Once, when they were both a bit drunk, Ian said he'd seen a car. "No way," said David in astonishment. You see, only the birds had ever seen cars. "I've bitten so many people," said Ian. "I've fucking lost count." David couldn't believe what he was hearing. Ian started to list the creatures he had bitten. "I've bitten squirrels," he laughed. Who hasn't? "I've bitten mice, obviously. I've bitten frogs. I bit a mole once, and it's 4 fucking mates. And I even bit a stupid kestrel once." David said quietly, "My mum was killed by a kestrel." But Ian wasn't listening. "I'm the toughest bunny in this whole stupid fucking forest." Then Ian came and sat very close to David and said in a sort of little whispery voice, "Ooh, Dave, would you like to touch my fluffy tail? It's so soft and fluffy." Suddenly David felt quite afraid. "Oh, no thank you," he said, as politely as he could. Oh, go on. Don't be such a pussy," said Ian. "Give it a little tickle. You'll like it. It's so fluffy." No thank you," said David again, trying not to cry. "Touch it," growled Ian. David desperately searched for an excuse to leave. I have to go home. I need a poo," he stuttered. "Touch it now," said Ian, but David began to cry and wet himself, so Ian had to let him go home. David ran very fast home. He ran as fast as he could, all the way home, and he didn't stop until he got there. Maureen was up playing with Kitty when he burst in. "Oh, hello, love," she said cheerfully. "Have you had a nice time with Ian?" David told her about the whole weird fluffy tail business, but Maureen just laughed. "Oh, he's such a fun bunny, isn't he? Always joking about," she chuckled. But David knew Ian was not a fun bunny. Fun bunnies don't rob banks and read angry poetry and bite people for no reason.